Hi, this is Debbie. I just wanted to show, this is kind of for Karen, California Karen. I saw she was having trouble with her little die cut machine, so I was going to show her, and we have the same one, I was going to show her what I do with mine. Her problem was that this black mat, as you can see, this one is pretty worn. Lots of marks in it. Oh, let me turn the light on. That might be better. Anyway, she was having trouble with her thing, and I was telling her how I use a cutting mat, like these regular cutting mats here. I have one that I bought, and I cut it. I've got it, this is, you can see this is where I cut off this piece, but I cut this piece to fit. It's a perfect size for this, and this is the one I use for my big die cutting machine, even though it's missing that part. Most of the die cuts are this big, so this works out. So I got two cutting mats for the price of one there to use, and then there's an extra piece which I don't know where it's at, but I figured I'd use that for something else. So anyway, this is what I use. I don't use the black one at all, and I take the two clear ones that come with it. I don't use that little rubber one either. I think that's for embossing, but I don't do that. But I use there's one that says E. I always put that on the bottom. I put this cutting mat here. Oh, I probably should have got some paper. I did not get any paper to cut. And that is what hold on. Let me just get a file card. I got some file cards. Easy to reach. And let me find a die. And she was saying she couldn't get like the edges, so this one kind of comes to the edges. So I'll try this Christmas tree. And what you do is you put the E down first when you put your mat, and it does get warped. I kind of switch it back and forth. The bigger one seems to get more warpy. I like to use the little machine. But you put just one piece of paper down. I'll take that, and you want the cutty part to be going down onto your mat, because this is a self-healing cutting mat, and you can see I've used it a lot, and it works fine. It's a black mat. The black one, every once in a while I forget and I put it backwards now, and you see how they always get cut up like that. Anyway, you do it this way, and once in a while you'll have one that like maybe one edge won't cut, and I'll stick like a piece of cardboard. As you can see, I've used this little piece wherever the spot is where it's not cutting through. But we'll see how the tree goes. I think the tree worked pretty good. I didn't need to. We'll just see how it goes. And let's see if one time. Most of the time I go back through twice unless I know the die's really good. And see, that had no problem. And I cut all the way towards the edges. So anyway, Karen, that is what I wanted to show you, and I will put a link to where you get the cutting mats. I think I got it at Amazon, and they weren't very expensive. And I ordered one that I use on my desk, and of course I use the other one. And I'll show you what I do with the bigger cutting machine. Oh, it's heavy. Picking up with this one. I think this was like what she was talking about with the flip down, and this was the one I got at clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I only paid 40 bucks for it because it waited for me. So anyway, with this one, I don't know if I can, it's probably hard to see because the camera can only go up so high. I use it has the two not silver, but two clear ones. I don't use the thicker one. I only use the thin one, and then the big plate it comes with, and then I use the cutting mat for this one. And I always forget how I do it. I know that's got to be that way, cutting mat, and I was doing it, putting that down, and then the cutting mat, I was laying the die, let me get, because I only use this one for the bigger dies. This one makes that little purse. I don't have a big piece of paper. I need a big piece of paper. But see, you got to have that down that way. And if you have it this way and you have the paper, you can't tell where it's lined up. So what I've been doing lately is oh, I probably wasn't even in screen. I put the small plastic one down first. And I put the paper down, which I don't have paper. Oh, and then a good piece. I should have had paper ready. Let's see. I just pick a piece of paper. And piece of paper. Hopefully that will through there. It'll be the right size. So what you do is you take that and put your paper down. This way you can see the paper. If you do it the other way, you can't see where your die is, and you can see this is very, very warped. The big one seems to warp more. And then I could put this down here and get it through this way. Now this one takes a little bit more effort, but I only use it for the big ones. Okay. Ugh, that's so heavy. It's so heavy. But see, that makes the little... I don't have my pokey. I have a needle I use, but that's the one that makes the little purses and folds up. So, but anyway, that's what you do with that. So anyway, that's all I've been working on, and I hope that helps you, Karen, as far as with your troubles with your die cutting machine, because I really love the tiny one. It's my favorite. So have a good day. Bye.